If you've heard of the moniker, the chances are you've never seen one, but in the Isle of Man Motor Museum there are no fewer than 3.
Yes.
Is that the most that are in any one place, do you know?
As far as I know, yes. I know there's definitely a couple of collectors who have 2 of them.
Right.
Or had 2 of them, last I heard, but I don't know if anyone else has 3 of them. And we're fortunate we've got prototype number 1, prototype number 2, and then car number 6, which was one that was meant to be the production model, but they changed from using a Ted Martin designed V8 to a Chrysler V8, and they changed from a alley body to a steel body, and that car was never ever finished.
So you have the prototype there, which is just out of shot. Yeah. We have prototype number 2 here, the 2-tone car, yeah. And then we have car number 6 there, the unfinished shell behind us. What's the story behind the moniker?
So it was a French industrialist who decided to come up with a car company for his wife, Monique. And he had Chris Lawrence of Deep Sanderson and Morgan fame. He commissioned him to do the engineering works using a Ted Martin designed V8.
And this is Jean Tastevan?
Yeah,
we're talking about.
Yes. And he, so the moniker was going to be the supercar grand tourer for everyone, well not for everyone, but for the top of French society, I suppose. It never really kind of took off. It's the change in engine transformed it from an out-and-out sports car to more of a grand tourer in the same style as almost Facel Vegas or Jensen Interceptors. And one, for many reasons, it just never progressed really. So there was only a very limited number of cars produced. And the ones we have are a nice cross-section of that early developmental phase, because they all look different. They don't share much in common between them. There's a bit of parts bin special going on for the prototype number 1 in particular, with lights off an E-type, bumpers off a VW split-screen camper. So they're interesting from the perspective of a sort of an orphan make as well. We were fortunate we found these for sale at various times. We were able to assemble this collection.
It is the most. I've never seen a moniker before. Yeah. So to see 3 in one place, well, kind of 2.5 really.
Yes.
is pretty exceptional. Do you know the production years or when the project started and ended?
It was late 60s. So I think 67ish was when they were starting. And then they were running through to the mid 70s. They had on display at I think the Paris Motor Show and various shows. And I've heard production numbers between 15 and 30 cars, and between 22 prototypes, 8 production cars, and you hear all sorts of things. And the books that have been written on it are good, but it's just it's almost descended into lore a bit now, the whole story of the moniker.
Yeah. Are any of them running?
Number 1 we've fully restored and is a runner. It hasn't been out for a little while, but we're going to get it back out soon enough. Number 2 behind us is a long-term project. The engine's now been rebuilt on it. It's currently out of the car. We've restored the interior. Number 6, we haven't decided what we're going to do with it, whether we would finish it off.
It looks like it needs everything.
It needs, more than everything. You've got to start and go backwards first before you can get it finished.
And it was never completed. No, so it was only ever a shell.
It was only a shell, yeah.
Even when it left the factory. Yes. Well, was it a factory even? Someone's back
the shed,
probably.
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to see 3 monikers together, I don't think there's anywhere else you'll do that than at the Isle of Man Motor Museum. So get over here and take a look.